Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another traditional Moroccan sweet. This one is like ghriba or ghribiya. This one is made with coconut and semolina instead of like just regular flour and butter and eggs. It's very easy, very simple, very delicious, and everyone enjoys it. And I think it's very much a staple like during Eid. Like it has to be included like within our Eid variety of sweets, because that's how traditional it is. So I'll show you guys how to make it. To make this traditional Moroccan sweet, you're going to need 3 eggs, 150 grams of sugar, 250 grams of coconut, 150 grams of fine or thin semolina, 150 milliliters of oil, the zest of 1 lemon, 10 grams of baking powder, a pinch of salt, and here we have some powdered sugar which we haven't measured because we'll need it later just to dust the sweet. So as usual, our first step is our eggs and sugar, and we're going to mix those together really well. We're also adding in our salt, and we'll whisk those together. So once you start feeling or noticing that the sugar started to melt, we're going to start adding in our oil, and we're going to incorporate that. We're going to mix all of that together until everything is well incorporated. So now that it all looks well incorporated together, we're just I put on a glove, and we're going to just add in our coconut, our baking powder, and our lemon zest. We add in our baking powder, and lastly our coconut, and we're going to mix those using our hand. So once everything looks well incorporated together, we're going to add in our semolina. And we're going to mix all of that together and combine it really well, and then we'll just let it sit for about 15 minutes for the semolina and coconut to absorb, because otherwise we won't really be able to like shape them and bake them really well. So as you can see, it looks like there's still a little liquid in it, but everything will be absorbed in a short while because semolina does absorb like liquids. So now we'll cover it with plastic wrap and we'll let it sit for approximately 15 minutes. And make sure to cover it really well, because otherwise it would dry up, and we don't want it to dry up. We just want it to absorb a little bit. So after we've covered it and made sure that it's really well covered, we're just going to let it sit for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we've preheated our oven to 180 degrees Celsius, and we've lined our baking tray with parchment paper. So now we'll just uncover our dough, and we'll start rolling it into medium-shaped balls. So as you can see, it has absorbed the liquid. So now we'll just start rolling them. And once we've rolled them, we'll dust them into our sugar. So we roll them into medium-shaped balls, and if you want precision, maybe 20 to 25 grams in each ball. And we just dust them into our powdered sugar, them into our baking tray, and we need to line it with parchment paper because there is powdered sugar in here. So if we don't line them, it will stick to the pan or the tray and it would burn, and we don't want that. So you just continue this process until you run out of dough. So our oven is turned on. The heat is turned on from the top and the bottom, so our rack is placed in the middle, and now we're going to bake our sweets for 15 minutes. So we just took it out of the oven, and as you can see, it has cracked, and this is what it should look like actually. We can't touch it right now because it's very soft, and if we touch it, it will just break apart, and we don't really want that. So we'll let it cool down before we actually start to serve it. So after we've let it cool down, this is what it looks like. It holds its shape. It's soft obviously, but then it holds its shape better than when it is like still hot. And as you can see, the cracks in it, like, I don't know, I personally like the looks of it. Like, those cracks just make it look so raw and natural and beautiful in its way. So I know I've said this before, I don't like coconut, but I'll actually try one because it looked good while I was making it. So this is exclusive. Like, I don't think I've ever had it before. It's definitely not as bad as I thought it would be. Maybe because like the type of coconuts we used was smaller shreds when compared to larger shreds. I have problem with like coconut shreds. Like, the larger the shreds, the more I don't like the texture. I'd prefer coconut powder, obviously, but it's definitely not as bad as I thought it would be. I'd have one or two, but probably won't reach in for a third. But overall, it's not that bad compared to someone who doesn't really like coconut. This concludes today's video. Again, I hope you guys liked today's video. If you like this kind of content, please like, share, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram so you guys can support me to make more content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!